They were the lovable losers. In 1962, they lost 120 games, a modern record that had been done since 1899. Then they went on to lose at least 100 games, 5 of their first 6 seasons, lost 89 in 1968. But they were building a young core, and it turned out that on July 19th, same day that 2 Americans walked on the moon, the Mets started a winning streak, winning 22 of their last 27 games, and the Cubs collapsed under their Martinet manager, Leo DeRocher. They swept the Atlanta Braves 3-0 in the first ever National League Championship Series, but then had to face the Baltimore Orioles, winners of 108 games. This is iconic moment number 18, Game 5 of the 1969 World Series, the Baltimore Orioles at the New York Mets. This is Apba Baseball Classics, where yesterday's stars performed through cards and dice, classic games on our tabletops. Hi everybody, this is Apba Brian and Apba Baseball Classics, welcoming you to iconic moment number 18 in this project, the 1969 Miracle Mets. Jerry Koosman is on the mound for New York. He is a grade A pitcher with X and Z modifiers, and Don Buford steps into the box for Baltimore. We're ready for the first roll of the game. Here is the pitch. 26, we'll read the blue die first. We're using the merino boards, but the letter grades of the pitchers. 26 to Don Buford is a 2-7. That play result has an X. Koosman's got an X, and that's a strikeout. That's how the game begins. Buford going back to the dugout after taking strike 3. Here is Paul Blair, the Orioles center fielder. (3-1) is the roll. 9. Hit on the ground to shortstop Buddy Harrelson. He's got it. Throws to first. 2 away. That brings up Frank Robinson. 308 with 32 homers in 1969. 63 is a fly ball to center field. Tommy Agee is very good out there, and he makes the catch. 3 up and 3 down for the O's in the first. We go to the bottom of the first. Baltimore nothing, and New York coming to bat. Dave McNally out of Billings, Montana is a grade B pitcher, Y and Z modifier, 20-7, 3.22 ERA and 69. And one of the 3 top hitters of the Mets, he leads off. Tommy Agee steps into the box, swinging from the right side. 3-1 is a 9 against a B. That's going to be a leadoff single for Tommy Agee. Bud Harrelson will be swinging from the right side. McNally is a lefty. He hit 248 in 1969. Here's the pitch to Bud Harrelson. 1-6. Slow roller to Harrelson is retired 6-3. But Agee, the base runner at first, goes to second. 1 away. Here is Cleon Jones, 340 in 1969. McNally goes into the stretch. Here's the pitch. 1-5 is an 11. That's a base hit for Cleon Jones, and that will have an RBI attached as Agee scores from second. Mets take a 1-0 lead. Here is Don Clendenin, who came over in a trade from the Expos. 32 is a 26. Ground ball to the second baseman, Al Weiss. He flips to the second baseman, Davey Johnson, who flips to Mark Belanger and retires Jones at second. 4-6. And that's a fielder's choice for Clendenin. He's the runner at first. He's fast runner. There's 2 outs. Ron Swoboda. 3-4 is a fly ball to center field. Paul Blair is under it. Makes the catch. But New York gets it on top first. They score. New York Mets 1, Orioles nothing. Boog Powell leads off for the Orioles on top of the second, 37 homers and 69. 24 is a swing and a miss. Strike three, Koosman has his second strikeout. Here is Brooks Robinson. .55 is an 8 against an A. Shallow fly ball to center field. Cleon Jones is under it and makes the grab. 2 outs. Here's the catcher, Andy Etchebarren. 51 is a 9 against an A. That will be an out. 28. Ground out to Buddy Harrelson at short. It's been 6 up and 6 down for the Orioles. We go to the bottom of the second. New York 1, Baltimore nothing. Ed Charles will lead off the bottom of the second for the Metropolitans. He came up with the Kansas City Athletics. I saw him play quite a bit. He was an aggressive player, fast, although by late in his career he's not rated fast by Apba. And he had a distinctive batting style, held his elbow up high. Here's the pitch to Ed Charles. 2-4 is a swing and a miss, strike three. First strikeout for McNally. Here's the catcher, Jerry Grote. He's got a very good throwing arm as a catcher. +6 on his Apba card, so he'll take away 6 from the success rate of any Oriole base dealer. 6-6 roll, that's an extra base column roll for Jerry Grote. Let's get the right. 42 is a 2, a triple for the Mets catcher. That brings up Al Weiss, a 215 hitter. Baltimore will play the infield in. And because he is a 215 hitter, McNally is going to pitch to him. Here's the pitch to Al Weiss. 43 is a 29. Grounded right back to McNally. He's got it, holds the runner at third, throws to first. 2 outs. It brings up Jerry Koosman, about a 049 hitter. Not very strong. Infield's playing back with 2 outs. 6-3 is a swing and miss, strike three. We go to the top of the third. New York 1 and the Orioles nothing. It'll be Johnson, Belanger, and McNally due up in the third inning. Jerry Koosman completes his warm-up tosses. Remember, he is a grade A pitcher, X and Z modifiers. Here's the pitch to Davey Johnson, 41. Ground ball to Buddy Harrelson at short. 1 away. Mark Belanger. The Blade. Tall and skinny. He is 3-4. Fly ball to center field. Cleon Jones has it. Picks it out of the sky. 2 outs. Here's Dave McNally, about a 089 hitter in 69. 64 is a swing and a miss. Strike three. Third strikeout for Jerry Koosman. That takes us to the bottom of the third inning. Mets up by 1. Tommy Agee from Magnolia, Alabama, Southern Alabama, where so many great Major League Baseball players have come from. Here is Tommy Agee, 1-5. That's a 10. Line drive over the head of Harrelson into left field for a base hit. Tommy Agee is 2 for 2. Here's Bud Harrelson. Harrelson rolled out the shortstop his first time up. It's not a double play. I think this time he'll try to square around and sacrifice. Two-1 is a 30. The bunt is down, fielded by Brooks Robinson. The throw to first, a successful sacrifice. 5-4. Agee goes to second with 1 away. Cleon Jones drove in the only run of the game with a base hit, driving in Tommy Agee in the first inning. Can he do it again? 61 is a 40. The Orioles are fielding column 1. Hard ground ball to Davey Johnson. The throw to third to get Agee. He is out. 4-5, fielder's choice. And Cleon Jones is the runner at first. 2 outs. It brings up a tall right-handed batter, Don Clendenin, 6 foot 4 inches tall. Here's a stretch and a pitch. 2 outs. The Orioles are playing defense normally. 63, swing and a miss. Strike 3. Clendenin goes down swinging. That's the end of the Mets' 3rd inning. We go to the top of the 4th. New York 1 and Baltimore nothing. Speedy Don Buford will lead off the 4th inning. He was second on the Orioles in steals in 69, stealing 19 bases. One behind Paul Blair, who stole 20. Jerry Koosman, a grade A XZ pitcher, is ready to go. Here's the pitch to Buford. 31 is a 9. Another ground out to Buddy Harrelson at shortstop. Buford's 0 for 2. Here is Paul Blair, who also rolled the shortstop his first time out. 36 is a base on balls. First walk of either pitcher. That brings up Frank Robinson with a runner on. 308 with 32 homers in 69. Koosman with a stretch. Here's the pitch to the dangerous Frank Robbie, who crowds the plate. 23 is a 12. Grounded back to Koosman at the pitcher's mound. Turns and throws to Harrelson to first. 1-6-3 double play. Takes us to the bottom of the 4th. Still 1-0 New York. Ron Swoboda will lead off the bottom of the 4th inning for the Mets when he first came up for the Mets in 1965. Casey Stengel, his manager, said he had amazing strength, amazing power. He can grind the dust out of the bat. He'll be great, super, wonderful. Now, if he can only learn to catch a fly ball. Apparently he did. In Game 4, he caught Brooks Robinson's sinking liner to help preserve a 3-3 tie at the time of Game 4 of the 69 World Series. Everybody remembers that catch. But you might remember also that he hit 400 in the series. Here's the pitch to Swoboda. 63 is a swing and a miss, strike 3. That brings up third baseman Ed Charles. 5-5 is an 8 against a B. I think that's a fly out to center. Yep, fly out to center field. 2 up and 2 down in the 4th. Here's the catcher, Jerry Grody, who tripled his first time up, but was stranded at third. 1-4 is a fly ball to left field. Don Buford is under it and makes the catch. We go to the top of the 5th. Mets 1-0. Through 4 innings, Jerry Koosman has faced a minimum number of Orioles. There was a base on balls, but he was taken off the bases by an inning double play. Boog Powell leads off, top of the 5th, 46. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Powell is a strikeout victim for the second time. 4 strikeouts for Jerry Koosman. Here's Brooks Robinson. Lifted high in the air to left field. Cleon Jones is under it. Makes the grab. 2 outs. Andy Etchebarren's turn to bat. Swings from the right side. 2-5 is a 9 against an A that will turn it into a ground out to shortstop. 3 up and 3 down for the Orioles. We go to the bottom of the 5th. New York 1, Baltimore nothing. Weiss, Koosman, and Agee are scheduled to hit in the bottom of the 5th inning. Weiss rolled out to the pitcher his first time up. 2-6 is another roller. Back to McNally. Throw to first. 2 outs. Here's Jerry Koosman, who struck out his first time up. And he strikes out his second time up. 5 strikeouts for Dave McNally. Here is Tommy Agee at the top of the order. He's 2 for 2. Scored a run. 4-2 is a swing and a miss, strike 3 for Tommy Agee. We go to the 6th. New York 1, Baltimore nothing. All right, lower third of the Oriole order for the bottom of the, or top of the 6th inning, rather. Davy Johnson steps in the box. Here's the pitch. 1-4 is a fly ball to left field. Cleon Jones, moving to his right, makes the catch. Here is Mark Belanger. Great defensive shortstop. Rated a 9 in Apba. 65 is 35. Popped up behind home plate. Jerry Grote throws away the mask and makes the catch. 2 outs. That brings up the pitcher, Dave McNally, who struck out his first time up. 52 is a 27. That's got an X, and Jerry Koosman has an X on his card. So McNally goes down, called third strike. To the bottom of the 6th, still 1-0 New York. All right, Bud Harrelson leads off the bottom of the 6th. I forgot to have the camera on when I rolled the dice. He rolled a 3-3 off McNally. That's going to be a single. 4th hit off McNally. Harrelson is a fast runner at first. Low steal rating, D11. Here's Cleon Jones. In the actual Game 5 of the '69 World Series, the one that the Mets won, Cleon Jones scored the winning run and caught the final out. Here's a pitch to Jones. 2-5. 8. Grounded to Brooks Robbie. Quick throw to Davy Johnson at second. Over to Boog Powell. 5-4-3. Double play. 2 outs. Here is Don Clendenin. 43 is a ground ball back to McNally. The throw to first. 3 outs. We go to the 7th. 1-0 New York. All right, some Apba card sets have the batter's face for the pitchers after their ratings, but these sets do not. So 7th inning is their point of fatigue inning. 3 bad things happen. Their grade will go down to the next lower level. Don Buford steps into the box for the Orioles, trying to get something started. They have not had a hit, and I probably just jinxed Koosman, but I'm not really a superstitious person. Here's the pitch to Buford. 32 is a ground ball to Al Weiss. Scoops it up. The underhand sidearm throw to first. 1 away. Here's Paul Blair. 285 hitter in '69. 6-6 roll. That's going to be a drive by Paul Blair. It might be. It could be. It is out of here. We are all tied up. The first hit for the Orioles goes the distance. We're tied 1-1. Here's Frank Robinson. 1 out, nobody on. 54 is a fly ball to right field. Ron Swoboda makes the catch, 2 outs. Here's the cleanup hitter, Boog Powell. 54 is another fly to right. 3 outs. We go to the bottom of the 7th with a new game. The Orioles have finally got their hands on the scoreboard. It's now 1-1. All right, here is Ron Swoboda. He's had a hot series. He's 0 for 2 today. Here's the pitch to Swoboda. 62 is a swing and a miss, strike 3. 7 strikeouts for Dave McNally. Here's Ed Charles. One 6 is a 28. Ground out to shortstop. K strikeout modifier. McNally's not a K. It's a ground out to shortstop. 2 outs. Here's Jerry Grote. Tripled and flied to left. 2-2 roll. That's a base hit. Grote has average speed at first. There are 2 down. And here's Walt Weiss, light hitting second baseman for the Mets. 3-4 is a fly out to center fielder Paul Blair. That takes us to the 8th. 1-1 tie. The man who would absolutely be the hero of the 1970 World Series, Brooks Robinson, stands in now to lead off the 8th inning for Baltimore. 43 is a ground ball back to Koosman, 1 away. Here's Andy Etchebarren. 4-4, 8 against an A, that's going to be an out. Fly out to center field. 2 outs. And now Davey Johnson, 280 hitter in 1969. 46 is a strikeout caught looking. 3 away. We go to the bottom of the 8th. 1-1 tie. Koosman has only 1 mark against his fatigue, so he's going to stay in the game and hit. Here's the pitch from McNally to Jerry Koosman. 1-1 roll, that's an 8. That's going to be a fly out the center field, but he made contact, which he didn't do the first 2 times up. 1 out. Tommy Agee. 25 is a base hit for Agee. Mets have a potential go-ahead runner on base. He is the man who scored the winning run in the actual Game 5. Agee is a base theft, D23 for stealing. And McNally's move to first is strong, +3. All right, on Andy Etchebarren's throwing arm is not listed. So being a 7, that's a 0. So that makes Agee a D20. McNally's got a good move to first. He'll be safe 11 through 42 if he tries to steal. There's already 1 out, or I'd probably have Harrelson bunt him over. Why not? Here we go. Here's the throw from Etchebarren. 65, he is way out. 2-4. Caught stealing. 1 out, or 2 outs rather. Here is Bud Harrelson. 54 is a fly to right field. That's the end of the 8th inning. We go to the top of the 9th. 1-1 tie. All right, the 8th place hitter, Mark Belanger, will lead off the top of the 9th for the Orioles. Game is all even up. We see Dave McNally has a bat, and he is on deck, but that's no guarantee that he's going to hit. Manager Earl Weaver is probably going to see what Belanger does. Of course, we all know Weaver does not believe in the bunt. He believes baseball is pitching, defense, and 3-run homers. Here's the pitch to Belanger. 3-5 is a 9 against an A. We know what that combination is. That's a ground out the shortstop. It's come up a number of times in this game. 1 away. Weaver is going to let McNally hit and pitch the bottom of the 9th inning. There's 2 marks against his fatigue, but he's not there yet. Here's the pitch to McNally. 21. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Now the top of the order in Don Buford. 52 is a 27. That's a strikeout because Koosman has the X. 8 strikeouts for Jerry Koosman. We go to the bottom of the 9th. 1-1 tie. McNally will have to face the middle of New York's order, Cleon Jones, Don Clendenna, and Ron Swoboda. Cleon Jones is 1 for 3. Here's the pitch to Cleon. 63 is a fly ball to center field. Paul Blair is under it, makes the catch. We're 2 outs from extra innings. Here is Don Clendenin. 3-6 is a ground ball to Brooks Robinson at third to throw across. 2 down. Here's Ron Swoboda. That's a 6-3. Swing and a miss, strike 3. We go to extra innings. 1-1 tie. Jerry Koosman has faced only one batter over the minimum, so he's going to return and pitch the top of the 10th inning. Paul Blair, Frank Robinson, and Boog Powell scheduled to hit. Here's a pitch to Blair. He rolls a 5-5, which is a fly out to Tommy Agee in center field. One down. Frank Robinson. 44, that's a base hit for Frank Robbie. Only the second Oriole hit. The other one was a home run by Blair. Robinson is a fast runner at first. F29 stealing. Koosman's move to first is +1, and Grody as a catcher is an outstanding 6 to his favor, so that'd be 7 off the steal number, F22. 11 through 44 possibility. It's going to stay at first. 2 marks against Koosman's fatigue. Here's the pitch to Boog Powell. 1-3 is a 2 balls and no strikes. Koosman has a Z rating. 63 is a fly ball to right field. That is caught by Ron Swoboda. 2 down, and now Brooks Robinson. 1-2 is a 25. Ground ball to Weiss, who flips to Harrelson at short. 3 outs. We go to the bottom of the 10th. Still tied 1-1. Both bullpens are pretty fresh. The Mets had a complete game pitched by Tom Seaver in Game 4. They had a complete game pitched in Game 5 in the actual Game 5 by Koosman. So I expect to see a new pitcher for New York in inning number 11. For now, Baltimore has a new pitcher. That is Dick Hall, grade A, ZZ modifiers. He is an extreme sidearm pitcher. Here is Ed Charles leading off for the Mets in the bottom of the 10th inning. We're in sudden death baseball here. 24 is a swing and a miss, strike 3. 1 away. Jerry Grote. 6-5 is a pop-up behind home. Andy Etchebarren makes the grab. 2 outs. Here is Al Weiss, the second baseman. 0 for 3. And 31 is a, maybe a walk. Let's see. No, ZZ is two balls and no strikes. And 24 is a swing and a miss, strike 3. So Dick Hall strikes out 2 of the 3 he faces. We go to the top of the 11th, 1-1 tie. Mets saying a new pitcher. That is Ron Taylor, grade B pitcher, Z modifier. He has the bottom of the Orioles order for the 11th. Andy Etchebarren leading off. 6-5 is popped out to the catcher. 1 away. Davey Johnson. 43 is a roller back to Taylor. He snags and throws the first. 2 outs. Now Mark Belanger. 61 is a 39. Strike 1. Base hit for Belanger. All right, Baltimore will send up a pitch hitter to face Ron Taylor with 2 outs and a runner on first. That's Ellie Hendricks. And Hendricks will stay in the game and play catcher and hit in the 9th spot. The new pitcher will hit in Etchebarren's spot. Here's a pitch to Ellie Hendricks. 1-2. Ground ball to second base to throw the short way to retire the base runner at second, 4-6. That's the end of the 11th top half. 1-1 tie. All right, those Orioles have a deep bullpen. They're bringing in a new pitcher. That's Pete Rickard. He'll bat in Etchebarren's spot. That is 6th in the batting order after Brooks Robinson. Rickard is a grade A pitcher, X, Y, and Z modifiers. New York also has a good bullpen, but I think Baltimore's is a little deeper. Ron Taylor is scheduled to bat first for New York, and I think he will just stay in and hit. Here's a pitch to Ron Taylor. 1-1 roll. That's a base hit for Taylor. 7 against an A. That would not be a hit with a man on first, but it is a hit with the bases empty. So the pitcher leads off with a single. Right here is Tommy Agee. He will sacrifice, try to get the runner in the scoring position. 64 is a strike. I think the bunt's going to go off and he's going to swing away. 52 is a 27. That play result has an X, and Reichert is a strikeout pitcher with an XY modifier. So Agee is a strikeout victim. Reichert has one of the best fastballs in the league. I once saw him warming up at Municipal Stadium. They used to warm up, I probably mentioned this on the channel before, but they used to warm up in the 60s in front of the dugouts. And he threw one over the catcher's head and it went through the screen. His fastball right through the screen. I always wondered if that was done on purpose, just as an intimidator. Here's Bud Harrelson with 1 out and 1 on. 2-2 roll for Harrison. That 7 is going to be an out with a runner on first. Reichert's A rating turns into the ground ball to second base. They get the force out at second. 4-6, so the pitcher's out at second, and Harrelson is on with a fielder's choice. Two outs. Cleon Jones got the potential winning run at third. 340 hitter, 12 homers. Here's a pitch to Cleon Jones. 2-6 is a 2 balls and no strikes. We'll wind it up and do it again. Here's the roll. 2-1 is a swing and a miss, strike 3. Pete Rickard preserves the game for Baltimore, striking out 2 of the 4 batters he faces. We go to the top of the 11th. O's get another chance to bat. I said the 11th, it's the top of the 12th. Ron Taylor comes on for his second inning of work, meaning this is his fatigue inning, point of fatigue, as a rated reliever. Don Buford, the top of the order for the Orioles. Here's the pitch to Buford. 1-5 is a single for Don Buford. He's a rated C20, but that's knocked down to C12 with the modifications. Grody's very good at catcher, and Taylor's moved to first as 2. So 12 is less than half a chance to steal second base. Could try and hit and run. Not something that Earl Weaver believed in, so we won't do it. 21 is a fly ball to left. 1 out. Here's Frank Robinson. 31 is a 9. That is a base hit that sends Buford to second. And for the first time in the game, the Orioles have 2 runners on at the same time. Frank Robinson at first, Don Buford at second. There's 1 away. And here is Boog Powell. Taylor's great. 2 bad things have happened to him in this inning. So he's still a B pitcher, but one more bad thing would be a C. The wheels are turning. Will the Mets bring in a reliever here? Let's take a look what they got. Yeah, their bullpen is right-handed, so they're going to stay with Taylor pitching the Powell, so they're not going to gain any bump-ups. Here's the pitch to Boog Powell. 55 is an 8. Popped up a mile high on the infielder. It's going to be an infield fly rule caught by Al Weiss. 2 outs. And now Brooks Robinson with the pitcher Reichert on deck. They could get Reichert out of the game if they want to walk Robinson. Brooks Robinson hit 234 with 23 homers. If he gets one of those 23, that will really change the game. But then if you intentionally pass him, Taylor's got a Z modifier. They're going to intentionally walk Brooks Robinson. No, they're not. They're going to pitch to him. He's 0 for 4. Here's the pitch to Brooks Robbie. 21 is a fly ball to left field. Mets are out of the jam. We go to the bottom of the 12th. Still 1-1 tie. Reichert returns for his second inning of work. This will be his point of fatigue inning as a rated reliever. He is an AXYZ pitcher. Don Clendenin leads off for the Mets. 34 is a fly ball to center field. Paul Blair has it. 1 down. Brings up Ron Swoboda. 3-6 is a ground ball to third base. That's Brooks Robinson's territory. 2 outs. Ed Charles. 61 is a roller to the shortstop Belanger. 3 up and 3 down. We go to the top of the 13th. Still tied 1-1. All right, we have some changes for the top of the 13th. Don Cardwell we brought in to pitch for New York. Grade C, Z pitcher. 8-10 with 3.01 earned run average in 69. Dave May will pitch it for Pete Rickert. And he is a 242 hitter in 69. Here's the pitch to Dave May. 1-3 is a base on balls. Fast runner at first with modifications. His chances of steal will be 50%. Not high. Here it is, Davey Johnson. He will swing away. Here's the pitch. 6-6 roll. That's a hit column roll for Davey Johnson. And I've got the wrong markers out there. 25 is a double. The fast Dave May will score from first. And the Orioles take a 2-1 lead. That brings up Mark Belanger with nobody out. You could put the runner to the third. Or swing away. He hit 287, which was one of his better offensive years. Here's the pitch. 5-3 is an 18. Ground ball to Harrelson. It's short, bobbled. It's going to be an error. Davey Johnson stays at second. E6. First and second, Orioles, still nobody out. Here is Ellie Hendricks, who came in to play catcher for Etchebarren when he pitch hit back in the 10th inning. Here's a pitch to Ellie Hendricks. 1-1 roll is a 5 against a C pitcher. That's a triple. And 2-run score. Baltimore has Eddie Watt warming in the bullpen. He is an AC reliever. I think the horse is out of the barn. It is Baltimore 4 and New York 1. That's it for Cardwell. He was ineffective. Pitched to 4 batters. They all reached. Walk, double, air, and triple. Tug McGraw will be brought in to pitch. He's a grade A pitcher, X modifier for New York. Top of the order, and Don Buford, still nobody out. New York playing the infield in. 36 is a 33. And with the runner on third, that 33 is the fly out the center field. We have to roll for the depth of the fly ball. That's 2. That's not real deep. 42. Plus the runner on third, his speed is Hendricks. Not very fast. That is a 5. 47, and subtract the arm of the center fielder, Tommy Agee. That gets it down to 11. 11 through 25 is a chance to score. It's not deep enough to try. 1 out. Paul Blair. Blair hit the home run in the 7th inning, the Orioles' first hit to tie the game. Here's the pitch to Paul Blair. 23 is the infield's playing in, by the way. 12, fly ball to right field, not real deep, but the runner tags and will try to score. The throw to the plate, he is out at the plate, 9-2. That ends the inning, but the Orioles score 3 times in the 13th inning. Baltimore 4 and New York 1. All right, manager Earl Weaver calls on his closer, Eddie Watt, nicknamed Squatty, to try to close this game out. He is a grade AC pitcher, Y modifier, 5-2 with a 1.65 earned run average. Jerry Grote leads off for New York in the bottom of the 13th. Mets are down by 3. 51 is a 9. Ground home ball to Bud, 1 out, or to Mark Belanger. Here's Al Weiss. 46, swing and a miss, strike 3. Art Shamsky will pitch hit for Tug McGraw. Here's the pitch to Shamsky, the Mets' last hope. 46, ground ball back to Eddie Watt. The throw to first. The Orioles beat the Miracle Mets 4-1 in extra innings. They are now 2-3 in this World Series. And we'll be back with a wrap-up. It was a tight ball game today, but the Orioles spoiled the party of the American Mets, the amazing Mets, Miracle Mets. And they scored 4 runs on 6 hits. They committed no errors. The Mets scored 1 run, very first batter of the game for them. 8 hits, and they committed 1 error. The winning pitcher was Pete Rickert. 2 innings pitched, no earned runs, and the loser was Don Cardwell. Gave up 3 earned runs and didn't get anybody out in the top of the 13th inning. Home runs in the game by, there was only one, Paul Blair. That was an important home run. The Orioles had not had a hit yet into the 7th inning. I made note of that and probably jinxed Koosman 2 batters before, when I noted after 6 innings there were no hits, and I said I was not superstitious, but there you are. Second batter after that homered, and that tied the game and sent it into extra innings. Today's star of the game is Paul Blair, who went with that home run in the 7th inning to tie the game, homering off a very tough Jerry Koosman. Koosman, if the Mets won, would be the star of the game. He pitched 10 innings of 2-hit ball. Tommy Agee had a good day, 3 for 5, and scored the Mets' only run. But there you have it. Paul Blair is the star of today's game. Hope you enjoyed this game. We'll be back with another iconic moment tomorrow. Iconic moment number 19. We'll go back to 1941 and the end of Joe DiMaggio's batting streak. 1941, Yankees against Indians. That'll be iconic moment number 19. Have a good day, and God bless.